VDL eats her heart out as Britain's education scheme claimed more success than EU's Erasmus programme. Britain's new education scheme has been hailed a success as it costs half as much as the EU's Erasmus programme. Since the UK departed from the EU in January 2021, Britain is no longer part of the Erasmus scheme. But the government announced the Turing scheme, which will provide funding for an estimated 40,000 students across universities, colleges and schools. It allows students to participate in placements around the world. The scheme has been extended by the government for a further 3 years with a budget of £110 million for 2022-23. It provides placements for British students across 159 destinations, including Canada, Japan, Australia and the United States. Wider reaching than the placements on the Erasmus scheme, it has been hailed to be cheaper than the EU's scheme. The EU Erasmus Plus programme cost the UK around €160 million each year, which roughly amounts to £134 million, according to top universities. Alex Balfour, an independent financier, suggests the figure paid to the EU scheme by the UK was higher. He tweeted, "Turing/Erasmus is a great metaphor of Brexit. T costs £110 million, will educate twice as many British students and is global. Reason this was so egregious is we have by far the best universities in Europe and paid for 35,000 EU students to come to UK universities." During Brexit negotiations, Mr Johnson promised there was no threat to the Erasmus scheme and we will continue to participate in it. But, after securing a trade deal in December 2020, Mr Johnson said he had taken the tough decision to pull out of the scheme for financial reasons. Following Britain's departure from the EU, Scottish universities saw a sharp decline in the number of students and research grants. The Scottish government claimed this is because of Britain pulling out of the Erasmus Plus exchange programme. In May last year, Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon said, "It is baffling, and, to be frank, an act of cultural vandalism, that the UK government has chosen not to participate in the Erasmus Plus programme, something it could have continued to do despite Brexit." She added, "The Brexit vote and the decision by the UK government to pursue a hard Brexit has prompted renewed debate in Scotland about our constitutional future. The Scottish government's position is that the people of Scotland have the right to decide whether they wish to become an independent country." Last month, any dreams of Scotland rejoining Erasmus were likely crushed by Maros Sefcovic. During a behind-closed-doors meeting with MEPs, European Commission Vice President Mr Sefcovic said the bloc would never allow Scotland to participate in the Overseas Study Scheme. According to a leaked transcript, Slovakian Mr Sefcovic told members of the European Parliament's Brexit Committee, "There is no special treatment for Scotland in sight. The United Kingdom is now a non-EU country." Mr Sefcovic's blunt comments follow similar remarks by Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission, in February. She said, "The only possibility for the UK is to associate as a whole, or not at all." Last year, the Scottish Government announced plans to spend £2.25 million on so-called Saltire scholarships. Officials vowed to attract EU students to Scotland, following the drop-off in applications since the UK's departure from the EU. Jamie Hepburn, the Scottish Government's Minister for Higher and Further Education, said, "Having removed Scotland from the EU against our democratic wishes, the UK Government's decision to withdraw from Erasmus Plus has been devastating, for learners, schools, colleges, and universities alike. The Scottish Government remains committed to Erasmus Plus and will continue to explore how best re-secure Scotland's access to it. In the interim and in recognition of the importance of educational mobility, we are developing a Scottish education exchange programme to support participants from across Scotland's education system. Post-Brexit, we are determined to strengthen and repair our institutions' international links." Nexit think tank campaigners added, "The Scots, generally more pro-EU than the rest of the UK, wanted to continue participating in Erasmus. The EU refused. There will be no special treatment for Scotland as the UK is now a country outside the EU.